Hey there, my name's Sam Newton. I'll be your instructor for the post-bac tax course. This video is just intended to give you a sort of heads up on how the class will be structured and set up and whatnot, and also a little bit of a welcome. So, welcome. um, the way we'll approach this course each week is I need you to. Typically, I have you do some reading before class, attempt some of the multiple choice questions that are available in the textbook, and basically just come to class prepared. And then in class, we will work on problems, work on assignments, etc. together, and sort of clarify issues that you weren't able to clarify just by reading through the textbook. What I would suggest each week is you start the week by going to the roadmap. I will release this. If you're seeing this video, the roadmap is released. So you go over here to the roadmap and you click on the instructions for the week. So the first week is quite light. There'll be a little welcome video, this one. And then I just want you to make sure that you've purchased the Income Tax Act and bring your textbook to an Income Tax Act to class. There's a debate topic that you'll find on the reading document. I'll show you where you can find the reading document. So my internet works here. So you go to the reading document, it's right up here, and it's going to give you a link to our weekly readings. And for this week, there's no pre-class reading. I just want you to bring this stuff to class. But there is a debate topic here. And with these debate topics, I typically want you to, I want you to be able to just sort of be able to discuss them in class, be able to argue for and against. And they're sort of really just current topics in the news and whatnot. You'll see on this reading document that the reading gets a little heavier going forward. But we'll go from there. So let's get back over here. So I'm really excited for this course. We'll be working through personal tax here and corporate tax in preparation for the CPA program. My understanding is that most students that are taking the post-bac are intending to go the CPA route. I've taught for CPA BC since inception, and I taught for the CA School of Business before then. I'm very familiar with their program. I've taught their tax side of their modules before as well. So if you guys have any questions about the CPA program, certainly feel free to ask. This class at the very end, once we work our way through the technical material, we're going to have a few classes focused on case writing, which again are intended to help you going forward once you get into that CPA process. The one thing I would say for this week, again, there's no scheduled reading. However, if you do look at the reading document, next week it is quite a bit heavier. It's one of the heavier weeks for reading. If I would suggest you get a head start, and what that means is you go through the reading for chapter 1 and 14. The optional reading means paragraphs that are not required for the course, and in fact, I would recommend you don't read them. There's certainly plenty of material in these textbooks as they are. So you read through the chapter. You avoid the optional material. And then on your own, I would recommend you go through whatever multiple choice questions I recommend for chapter 14. Here's the ones here. And whatever exercises I recommend you take a look at, and occasionally whatever review questions. But that's on your own time. You guys can decide how thoroughly you want to go into it. But I certainly think that'll help you prepare you for the class. If you want to get a head start, then I would recommend in this first week, where there's no reading scheduled, that maybe you get a head start on chapter 1 and 14. All right, so is there anything else I want to touch on? I think that's about it. So I'm excited to teach this class. I really like teaching this tax class, and I look forward to working with you over the next 3 months or so. Anyways, if you have any questions at all, feel free to post them to send me an email or post them to our discussion forum. Otherwise, I will see you on January 3rd, on Wednesday.